I've been living two lives. One life is the life that I portray to have. So, like, when people talk to me, there's an instinctive reaction to be accepted. So, I would mirror the other person and the way that they are interacting with me so that I could could reach them where they are at so that I could interact with them in a way that they would understand me in my perception. There is another me underneath that mask that I wear, and it's time for her to be coming out because that mask I wear, it's damaging her. It's damaging the people around her who knows her, who interacts with her, who it's 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 not right. I don't think I feel right living this way. I'm going to probably lose people in my life because of this because I honestly sometimes don't know what to do because of the feeling of rejection and abandonment. The feeling of perceived abandonment. I just feel like I'm being abandoned and my mind will believe it and I would have all these reactions and it's it doesn't make sense to me because I'm not all that, you know? I'm just a human being like and I'm so scared that other human beings have that power to abandon me and leave me. And because I'm scared of that, I need to do everything to ensure that that person stays. I would hide my true feelings and I would do everything to sabotage the good things that I found in my life. I have a very hard time perceiving the future. I am like, only this moment right now, but it's not really that moment because I'm kind of living from a place of insecurity and a place where I'm not actually there, a dissociated place, a delusional place because there's a whole life. You have a whole life ahead, and you have a whole life now, and you're making these decisions based on instant gratification and a moment of pleasure or something that will feel good in the moment that will to me what it does for me it regulates my nervous system knowing that I am loved knowing that I am wanted or needed in any way. It makes me feel like I am loved. I don't know that. I don't think that's like a really good thing. It's destructive because I don't know for sure when I am being really and truly loved. Can't see it. And I just only have these certain things that I'd be like, okay, this is love. And I'd be like, yes. And I am lost in that. I'm lost because my mask is being loved and my mask is the one that everyone likes and wants. And it's fine because there's a lot of people like me that does this and it's they live their life, you know? Behind everything, no one knows what they go through. And we all know that we all go through it, or this feeling of not being good enough, you know? And it's been swallowing me and consuming me for my whole entire life. I've made to believe that I was not good enough. I was made to believe that my life wasn't worthy, that I will never be worthy, that only God is worthy, that only if you surrender to God and you live a certain way and follow these certain rules, only then you are worthy. And if you slip up, you are being punished. It's it's horrible and inhumane, and I've been running from all of the pain that I felt growing up my whole childhood. I idealized people who were so abusive to me, and I loved them. And I eventually became the one that turns out to be abusive unconsciously. I don't do it consciously. It's like it's like I can't accept that I could do such bad things to hurt people, and then afterwards it's like I feel so disconnected from that part of me. But the point about that is that I am just a human, and a lot of times I need to perceive myself as being better in order to falsely be the other me, the me that is loved. So all the bad things that I do, instead of, accepting the responsibility of those actions and, allowing others to have their own feelings upon it, and if they don't feel comfortable being around me, they should go, and that's fine. That's like a normal, healthy thing to how to process the bad things you do, or wrongful things you done to people. Like if you manipulate them, if you do things to hurt them knowingly that you're gonna hurt them, but you still do it. And and for me it's not really that, it's like, yes, I would feel bad, but I'm so disconnected from it. So like it's like the dark and light. It's like separate. And when in the dark, and in the dark, and the real dark, I there, live there, think there, eat there, live there, right? But when I go back into light, the light actually reflects on a lot of the dark things I do, but it's still separate from the dark. So it still believes that it's all good and all light, right? So I would be that. But then when I'm on the dark side, it's like that. So it's like, how do I find the middle ground, and how do I integrate the bad of me and the good of me, and then come to the middle ground, and then be able to make a choice from there. Like, okay, now I'm choosing how to live my life, and I'm choosing my path, and I'm going down and whatever and whatnot. How do I do that? How do I integrate these two opposing forces that rule in my life, and I'm basically held captive? I feel like I'm being held captive, and I am not a great person. Apparently, I know that. I know that I'm not great. Like I go around just showing off all the good things about me and leaving out the big huge part of me being completely mentally ill, and um kind of whole relationships can be possessive, can be demanding, and can be very entitled, and um not understand social norms. And yeah, it's a journey, Like I am not great person. I'm not. But I want to be. I would like to. And I would like to change. And I want to change and I'm going to change. And I keep I keep starting going back to the point, oh, you're not good enough. Oh, nobody cares. And all these things. But I want to make it so that is me, my opinion, my I want to care for myself the way that I want someone to care for me. I want to love myself the way that I want someone to love me. I want to love myself the way that I love completely and unconditionally. I want to be a full me, a full me, an autonomous me. I don't want to to take away the autonomy of others by through manipulation, which is what I do because I don't have my own autonomy. So, because I don't have my own autonomy, I project that onto others and kind of like get that back. But it's not good, it's not healthy, it's not something normal that you should do. It's like a defense mechanism to get your needs met. Um Confronting the real me. The me that has the blindfold off. The blindfold on is me with the all dark and the all light. But me, with my eyes open, could look at these two and actually try to make sense of it, try to rationalize so that I could realize, listen, even though you feel like they're separate, even though they separate themselves from each other, you need to look at it from a different point of view so that you could actually move. Move. I want to move. I don't want to be stuck in here because over here is victim mentality where you're all good because you're so freaking hurt and had such a bad childhood, whatever. Over here is the dark side where I don't care, I don't give a shit. This life is just happening and it happening to me and it doesn't matter because I'm the only soul person that lives in this universe and and no one will ever love me if they really truly knew how dark it was. So I'm just gonna get what I have to get from life and move on. I need to move. I want to move, and the only way I can move is if I bring these two together because otherwise I completely paralyzed. Completely paralyzed. When I'm this way, I hate myself, completely hate myself in order to be this way. When I'm this way, I become entitled and I want everyone to love me instead of loving myself. So I still hate myself. I just believe that I deserve to be loved and everyone deserves to love me. So it's still hatred. And the only thing that can do it is bringing it forward, seeing it for what it really is, becoming self aware and doing something about it. I just kind of felt like I needed to explain these things because I know it, you know. I just in denial of how severe it affects me. And I want that to change. I don't want this to affect me this much anymore. I want to move on. I want to move on so bad. I'm surrounded by my work, my art. I know I have that in me. I know I could do it. I believe in myself deep down somewhere that there is a me that is okay with being me and that loves me I want to find back that girl, the girl that loved me, which is me. But where is she? Well, that's my video for today. Very grateful for all the people who commented on my other video where I had the breakdown. This is really a place of healing for me. I'm kind of making it make sense in my head, and I'm really grateful for everyone who commented because I feel less alone and I feel heard and seen, and I appreciate it. I really do. This is really my gallery though, like just for is not for nobody to see really. Is just like I'm doing this so that I could see myself, like because I'm a dissociation too. I would look back at these videos and be like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm like, all right, now I could remember. I have to write down stuff all the time too because of that, because I forget. And this is for me to remember when I'm in a low place. I would be able to look back and be like, okay, you're not going to be stuck forever. Look at a different perspective. Find it. You understand?